Once upon a time, in Umuokoro, there lived a breathtaking princess called Adanna. Adanna, as she's fondly called, was the apple of her father's eye. Her father loved her greatly and showered her with lots of gifts and love, so much so that she was now being over-pampered by those gifts and admiration. She was also admired by many for her striking feminine features and radiant charms, but unfortunately, her heart was as cold as her beauty was enchanting. From the lowest servants to the noblest lords, Adanna treated everybody with disdain and so much cruelty. She reveled in her own beauty and status, dismissing, insulting and humiliating the feelings of those around her as inconsequential. Eventually, suitors from all over the world came from far and wide seeking to win her heart and her hand in marriage, but were spat on by Ada. With a nasty laugh and a flick of her ardoned hand. As the years passed, Adanna's reputation for her sharp tongue and easy attitude spread throughout the kingdom. Despite the pleas of her parents and the advice of the wise elders, Adanna remained unmoved, believing herself to be above the need for kindness, compassion, or settling with men who want her hand in marriage. One day, a mysterious man arrived at the kingdom. He was tall and handsome, with piercing eyes that seemed to see the very soul. His name was Ojukwu, and he was not deterred by Adanna's reputation. Instead, he chose to approach her with a calm smile and treated her with the utmost respect. Adanna, intrigued by Ojukwu's confidence, allowed him to come close and talk to her. They spent days and gradually, Adanna's icy heart began to melt. She fell deeply in love with Ojukwu and ran to her parents to inform them that she had accepted Ojukwu's proposal of marriage. Her parents were surprised by this and asked her if she knew this man very well. They asked her about his family, where he's from, who were his parents, and for how long has she known Ojukwu. Ada looked at them angrily and yelled that she doesn't know and she doesn't want to know, and that all she knows is that she has accepted the proposal and would marry him on the next Ekede. On the next Ekede, her parents tried to persuade her to wait until they found out more about Ojukwu, but instead, she urged them to marry her to Ojukwu or she would kill herself. They agreed to her request and married her to Ojukwu, but little did Adanna know that Ojukwu harbored a secret. He was not of this mortal realm. He was a ghost who had taken on a human form. As the days turned into weeks, Adanna began to notice strange occurrences. Ojukwu's laughter echoed eerie, and his touch grew colder with each passing day. The once vibrant princess found herself trapped in a loveless marriage with a ghostly being who derived joy in torturing her psychologically. Adanna's life became a living nightmare. The once proud princess now wandered the halls of her new home, haunted by the ghostly presence of her husband. She longed for the warmth of the sun and the touch of a loving hand, but Ojukwu could offer her none of these comforts. In her darkest hour, Adanna remembered the kind-hearted man she had once rejected. His name was Udenna. Udenna, a humble and caring soul who had loved her genuinely. Swallowing her pride, Adanna sought out Udenna through her maidens and poured out her heart to him, begging for his help. Udenna, still harboring love for Ada, could not bear to see her suffer, and with compassion in his heart, he devised a plan to free her from the clutches of the ghostly Ojukwu. Udenna sojourned into the deep and scary Udene forest, where he battled the four-eyed masquerade, crossed the deadly Umiliele, climbed the turbulent Majidike hills, and finally he arrived at the home of Ojukwu and Adanna. There, Udenna fought Ojukwu with a magical spell he acquired from Dibia Eze and defeated Ojukwu with a deadly blow that came from his elephant tusk. He dashed into the lonely room and rescued Adanna. Adanna, humbled and transformed by her experiences, realized the value of love and kindness. She and Udenna built a life together, filled with warmth, compassion, and joy. Adanna, once a princess of ice, became a queen of love and understanding, cherished by her people for the lessons she had learned. Princess Adanna became a timeless story of redemption, teaching generations to come the enduring power of humility, compassion, and the capacity for change.